Governor Walz officially launched his re-election campaign, announcing he is running for a third term. Raya Katene joins us from the newsroom with why some experts say this could be a tough challenge for Walz. Raya?
Julie, Walz could make history if he is elected as the state's first governor to serve 3 consecutive terms. But a political science professor I spoke to says the governor has some hurdles to overcome, including reaching voters who've been critical of his response to the pandemic and addressing the fraud in some state-run programs.
Because I've seen what we can do when we work together.
Focusing on programs like paid family leave and the child tax credit.
Cutting taxes for the middle class.
In his re-election campaign video, Governor Tim Walz says he's made historic progress in Minnesota, and he's not done.
This is a potentially uphill battle for Governor Walz.
But David Schultz, a Hamline University political science and legal studies professor, says Walz faces tough challenges ahead.
And there's nothing like it.
The public sector unions in Minnesota are not very excited by the governor. He's actually kind of alienated him. The progressive wing of the Democratic Party seems to be disaffected from him. So the question becomes, can he knit together this coalition that he was successful in knitting together twice before to run?
Do you think that the governor's run for VP last year will hurt or help him in this campaign?
I actually think it hurts him. Walz did not help Harrison, Minnesota in 2024, and two of them together only won 9 counties.
Recent polling from the Star Tribune and Hubbard School of Journalism and Mass Communication shows Walz's approval rating slipping below 50%. Republican strategist Brian McLong says the governor's national exposure was a double-edged sword.
He has that extended base of support and fundraising that he can tap into, but it also exposed some of his shortcomings.
But Mike Erlandson, former chair of the DFL, says Walz's run for vice president helped him reach more people.
That really expanded his ability to reach not just here in Minnesota, but across the country to engage support.
2026 will come down to really the question of mobilizing your bases.
Schultz says as Walz faces criticism over uncovered fraud in state programs, the economy, education, and public safety will be decisive issues as Minnesotans head to the polls next year.
Now, 3 Republicans have announced their run for governor: State Representative Kristen Robbins, Kendall Qualls, and Dr. Scott Jensen. But Schultz says not having a clear Republican front runner does give Walz a boost for now. Julie?
All right. Thank you, Raya.